In this session, let's talk about some more methods of array where we can use callback function. Let's see filter, find and sum. All of them kind of do the same thing. We will filter through array and then we'll check if the elements fulfill a particular condition. Whichever elements fulfill that condition will be filtered out. Like for example, in this case, I want to create a sub-array which contains only even elements. Or let's say I want to create a sub-array from this particular array with those elements which are completely divisible by 3. That we can do by using filter. So we'll start with array dot filter, and over here callback function will go, which will contain the condition. Whatever elements fulfill the condition provided inside callback function, they will be added to a new array. So we can create the function here, say fun1. Obviously it needs one argument which will represent each and every element of the array. So num, if this num, when we divide it by 3, if the remainder is say 0, then we can say that particular element is completely divisible by 3, right? So num %3, if it is equal to 0, that particular number is completely divisible by 3, and then condition becomes true and that element will get added to a new array. So let's create another variable here, say arr1, to hold the new array with the elements which are fulfilling this condition. So 1 will not fulfill, 2 will not fulfill, 3, like 6 is completely divisible, so that will get added to a new array, and so on and so forth. It will check for all the elements and a new array will be created that fulfills this condition. We can display it over here, say console.log and arr1, and when we run this program, this new array is that which fulfills the condition. So basically with those elements which fulfill the particular condition provided in the callback function. Also, important thing to notice here is we are not providing the argument when we are providing the function here. So this is a callback function. We are not calling the function here. So when we call a function, we have to provide the parentheses and arguments, which is different than providing the callback function. Over here, we are just providing the name of the function, and JavaScript will take care of providing the number for each and every elements of this particular array. Now, can we use arrow function here? Like we saw in the previous session, can we use it? Yes. And it is simple. Num is the name of the parameter for function, and the condition is the same thing. We can just copy paste this guy. We don't even need return keyword in the arrow function. Simple. So if a number is divisible completely, then that condition becomes true. If it becomes true, it gets added into another array. As simple as that. So array.filter and the callback function, filtering elements of an array based on a particular condition. Similarly, we have another thing, find. So what does it do is it will again filter the elements, but it will just return the first element that fulfills that condition. What find does is it will still have, let's say, array.find, and over here I'll use the same condition. So the first element that fulfills this condition will be returned over here. In this case, the first element is 6. Also, let's display that output in the console and let's rerun. So the first element is 6, which is getting printed here. So instead of creating an array of all the elements which fulfill that condition, if we want to get just that first element which fulfills a particular condition, we can use find. So again, array.find and a callback function which does something with the element of array and gives us a true or false. If the condition is true, that element will be filtered out. And the last one, sum, is also similar. What it will do is it will check if any of the element of that array fulfills the condition. If any of the elements fulfill, then it will return true. If none of the elements fulfill that condition, it will return false. But the usage will be similar. We'll do array dot sum, and then condition will go here, which will be in the form of a callback function. And if that array has any element which fulfills that condition, it will return true. If none of the elements fulfill that condition, it will return false. Okay, very interesting. Using callback function with array methods. If you have any questions, let me know.